Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another stream, and we're gonna get working on some baby knights. I got about 8 of them to get done, so we're gonna be going through mostly those bodies today, and then facing and stuff like that. Definitely gonna get a lot. Here we go. Once we get the dry brush done, we'll start picking out the smaller parts, some hoses, little bits here and there, just finishing touches to the metal. I like to dirty it up. We'll give some weathering because chaos light definitely what makes them stand out. Smokestacks all have the engine plume and grit, I like to call it. The studding work will be, we have some conversion bits for chaos, hull plates, representing the different gods and everything. So, a couple different Tzeentch ones, Slaanesh, and definitely Nurgle. Khorne, we're going to do some fun stuff for a little bit of Khorne. Lots of little blood splatters and things like that. All the knights will be magnetized. All of the arms will be magnetized. So, we have the options for everything. Wicked claws, the thermal cannons, to the infamous lightning lock. So I'm doing a couple different methods with painting of these. So we have one here that's the body is built. I have one that I'm going to be bringing in next is the sprue. We have one on sprue that we're actually doing. And then there's a couple that already have the carapaces built on them that when we get to the carapace stage of the painting, we'll be using masking and silly putty to do the airbrush work. So you guys can see like everything going on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just made me look at it too. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So I still have 2 more of the bodies to build tonight. I'm a bodybuilder. And that will have all 8 of them built. So definitely before the end of the week's stream, I will be completed with the bodies and on to the either the bases or the carapaces themselves to start the assembly, and then the last bit will be all the different weapon options that we're going to be doing. So barring no crazy stuff going on, the main bodies will definitely be done in the next 2 weeks. Weapon loadouts and everything else can be done relatively quickly, I guess. I've knocked out a few of these in my day, just saying. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming in and lurking. ForgeWorks, yeah. I'm starting a Forge World. Well, I mean, I pretty much have with the work on the Titan. Finally got the neck done, so I can actually start putting the head in. Hey, Mr. J, what's going on? Thank you guys for the lurks. And thanks for coming in and hanging out. Move to the one on the sprue. So we started this over the weekend, and I said, you know what? Some people were talking about it. Like, have I ever done like the painting of a model on sprue, and then how I handle the assembly and the work, and do I get the same quality? Most of the time, GW models, I don't really have a difficulty building them and getting the models flush when you assemble, so you don't have the seam lines and stuff like that. And since lately, a lot of their sprues hide their builds hide their mold lines, it works out. So a lot of them, like with the knights and in general, hide the seam lines with the armor plate, so you don't see a lot of that work. But what we'll do is once I finish this, we'll put a side by side once it's built and see if people can determine which one was built on this sprue and which one wasn't. And then it turns into Dragon Week. Dude, did you see the picture of somebody did like a Charizard Grandis? It's in our G-Dubs hangout. It is pretty funny and fitting for our group too. Yeah, that's a Gargant on the base. Right? Looks like it got caught. Or it's be doing the catching. So since Mr. J's here lurking, I was watching his stream not but less than an hour ago, and he's got some really cool video editing and overlays and stuff he's added to his stream. I really need to spend some time and learn some of that stuff, because that stuff was fun. It was really cool to see, and I promise you, before the end of the week, I will have video clips so that things will start popping up. I promise. Weathering is going to be so much fun with these. I love doing the weathering on the night. Hey. I jump around to different streamers all the time. 8-Bit Sweater, Skelebi, Next Level Painting, just seeing things that are going on. And last night we were watching Skelebi, and I want to say it was Bitterbrush, or Bitterbrush Studios. He was doing this came. I was just thinking about this because we were talking about the Charizard. Swole Squirtle. So it was like a ripped Squirtle down on the beach type looking Pokemon. I was like, that's crazy. And then I guess he printed it to be like super large, so it was almost like trophy size. I was like, okay, that's cool. It's swole. Did you talk to your wife about doing Christmas Day Hobby Day? Okay. As long as the dogs let us sleep in, we're going to try that first. Not saying it's going to happen, but we're going to try it. Yeah. Pet parents. It's a thing. No, that's true. Finn's birthday was the other day, so I went and we got him a shirt and treats. He loves shirts, man. It's crazy. He turns into like a little howler monkey when he gets stuff. Once I'm done setting up the studio in here, I'll probably set up a doggo cam. Because I have Maya propped in her bed right now. I am comfortable here. Thanks for asking. would help if I flip that over. I think I found a dice bag too. Yeah, believe it or not, I found it on Amazon. Yeah, I put it on my wish list, but it's like a chromatic dragon scale leather dice bag with the eyes like yours. Pretty cool. That was just I threw a couple of those ideas up on there. I found a bunch like we were talking about when we were at PAX. Like if we were like steady D&D players again, you know, we could be like very ritzy D&D players showing up with exotic wood boxes for just that one die. Oh, this is my D20 rolling. I need do not touch this die. Yeah. Right. Mine would be every time and it would still roll a 1. Right? It was hey, I got my notebook. I might have a pencil. And definitely we didn't do minis. Mine was what I can remember was when I started getting multiple sets of dice and somebody handed me a Crown Royal bag. Right? So it's like, oh, I got a Crown Royal. I got a dice bag big enough to hold everything. And that was before we got into like tabletop war gaming and stuff like that. So, but I love the fact that like not just like just dice boxes and things like that, but like the gaming tables, the hidden gaming tables that you see, are just some of the great artistry that you're seeing coming out of like carpentry stuff and design. You know, the tech with the keeping up with the technology in the gaming is what it comes down to, right? So like having a table where it's lit, the maps stay up, you can pause your session, put the cover back on, use it like a normal table, and then come right back into it. It's got power so that you're using your tablets and everything else. So you know, back in the our caveman days of playing games, you know, makes me jealous, I guess would be the word. Yes, right, Zuki. Yeah, I get that a lot. I like nostalgia, okay? Get off my lawn. We'll get into some color here. So I'm going to do like all the hoses and stuff like that before I do the weathering. It just adds into the effect. Don't mind me sniffling a little bit. I'm going to say allergies, because I don't feel like that. The freaky weather patterns we're getting are definitely not helping. Like, it's almost nice enough to go out and actually like prime models outside. Still, it's like 2 weeks till the end of the year, and according to the calendar, the first day of winter is tomorrow. Really, it is. We live here, so we have no excuse. We were given the option to move to Florida, I think. Or was that after we hit the lottery? I can't remember. Ah, yeah, gotta play it first. Not ready to jump on that train yet, I guess. I'm surprised the Johns haven't came on. Give it time. I'm here for a little while. I am here always. Set up my stream for till Thursday. I'm going to stream till Thursday, and depending on how things play out, I might do a all-day Friday. Do like a hangout and burn with Leonius Rex Studios, and see how much on these baby nights I can get done before going on vacation myself. Okay. Go. Yeah, Death by Shark. Yeah, I'm gonna. Don't have to remind me. No, I don't want to be Chum. Okay. Have your scooter tricked out while you're swimming. That way, when you're eaten by sharks, I'll have something to run around in. Yeah, I guess if that's the way you want to get your 15 minutes of fame, we can hook you up. Where more sharks. Could be like Betty White in Lake Placid. She just goes out and feeds like the great whites, so they get really big because they ate her husband. I like this one. This one's got like the old arcane, like he's a wizard baby knight. So the carapace on it. So like, I haven't pulled this one over yet. So the carapace on this, it's got like the arcane runes etched into the plate. Because this is one of the ones that were pre-built. And then the Slaanesh one, it has like the stitchings look like they put flesh over the one edge, and then like the smooth rounded edges of the Sonic stuff. Very demon like. So we're gonna do like on the face area, we're gonna do like a cracked porcelain doll mask on one of those, but like all these runes up here might be like glowing. Do some because he like the client likes the OSL as long as it's done correctly and not overbearing. So having like slightly glowing runes on it just gives it that more demon engine look to it. That's what makes these little guys pop out, is the details are in the armor plates, like with any of the knights. So if you get good at like doing like heraldry pieces, or it's really nice for people that can do freehand. I've seen some really nice Titans that have some amazing freehands on the plate, and you're just like, the Titan's nice and that looks good, but dude, look at this art. Yeah. What's that? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Adrift. Remember all those who wander. Definitely. Okay, I'll be here. Okay, that's all right. He doesn't. He's a good speech guy. All right. This stuff finished with this guy. This will basically block in all the body parts where we need them. Then it's going in. There's these hoses. I like giving a little bit of different color to these pistons. A couple of the plates up here. Just tiny features. It's one of them ones, if you put in now, when you go to weather it, it's there, and it helps to contrast the metal and take away from it just being one big block of metal. Just so you know, before, what I do is the whole model itself gets done in like a gunmetal. Then I use I have a recipe that I got from a YouTube streamer that gives it a dirty metal effect. And I will get the name. I have it in my list. I can't remember the name. It's been a while since I've been on this page. But it's splotchiness of spraying with the airbrush with purples, some browns, and then we go in with some GW washes. And we'll do purple wash, blue wash, red wash. And then the whole thing gets a thin coat of like a sepia wash over top of that, so your metal tones aren't all over. Hey, 8-Bit, what's up? LVO is the end of January, I want to say. I want to see this list in the top 5. I mean, I would just love to see it on the live stream, and I'll just be like, it's awesome, right? Back to the metal. I'm sorry. So that when you look at the model, it's not just a block of just metal. It's worn down. It's been, looks like it's been used, cleaned, and then just beaten over and over again. From the different weathering. Then I go in with I love Secret Weapon weathering pigments and their paint line. Shame I have to be sparing with it because I can't find it anymore. But get in there with the rust effects to look like you ever just look at pictures of like metal that has been sitting out, like any pictures of like farm equipment, things like that. You'll see like crusting areas on the high end where the underlie has like where rainwater has sat for so long. He's back in the case, but I'll bring him onto the stream in a few minutes to show you some of the weathering effects I do tonight. To give them that sitting out in the elements look. As a matter of fact, I will grab him now because I will forget. Yeah, LVO coming up super fast. That's where a lot of gamers that paint get a lot of their best work in, because it's getting in and knowing what you have to paint, get it done in time before you get to the stream. I have or the event. I have been involved in tournaments where I have been in the hotel painting the night before to get a model that I changed my list and getting it painted so that it was able to qualify on the roster. Adepticon. First year at Adepticon, we had went down, found the model at one of the shops, and literally, ran back upstairs, prepped the model in the bathroom, sprayed the model in the bathroom, and went to work on it. And it was an Infinity model, so I wanted to get it up to battle standards, and then of course my own standards to get it fitting with the army. So I want to say 4 to 5 hours. Not much sleep. All while at my first Adepticon. So I try not to do that anymore. You back? Or is that Zuki? Oh, no, you're fine. I'm just chit-chatting. Nostalgia. Now it sounds like a cologne commercial. Alright, I have two baby nights that are still not primed yet. Let me grab this night before I forget. Yeah, like the gray list. I built those last night, so those get primered, but I have 2 more to build. Let me grab him. My backpack. Very pokey. Being a chaos knight. Alright, I'm back. Over here. I forgot he had some things he has to fix. So, you guys can see the arm here. I don't know if I zoom in, see what happens. That's but now you can see some of the parts here where I've done like the weathering. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Now, so that's one of the reasons why I'm building all these baby knights, is because of that OBSEC buff. Well, like, you know, they represent 5 each. So like where you see the crevices here have a lot of the weathering and stuff like that, right? I love that look, because it's just like, you really don't want to get near this thing, you're going to get tetanus, right? This is one of the first ones that I've done just to do the chaos stuff. Let me back him up a little bit, because now you can see all the dust on him. But doing the smoke plumes, stuff like that, that little detail right there just makes everybody come to the table and go, wow, that's awesome. And being a bigger model is one of those you want to make sure that that little ounce of detail is in these models, because it's going to stand out more. I'm very proud of this guy here. So, yeah, I mean it. I'm going for that level of detail on these models here. He's a talker today. That's awesome. All right, let's get the regular brush. Get into some... I like it. So the one thing I didn't check on, and I'm assuming that they didn't, but any of the Forge World Knights, I'm assuming they did not change theirs. So do the Forge World Knights get OBSEC like the Porphyrion and stuff like that? Or is it just the GW Knight? Yeah. I haven't pulled up the FAQ. Hammer out these hoses real quick. Yeah, I think I should get a night run in again soon. These guys are, you know, it's got me in the mood to it. Obviously, you know, going to be playing them, so it wouldn't hurt to bust them out a little bit, knock the proverbial dust off of them. Should be the latest FAQ. Chaos Knight, maybe? Oh yeah, Neftalis thinks they're affected by it also. It might be that they change something in a keyword. Like if it has Titanicus as a keyword. Oh. It has to be a general FAQ then. whatever the latest update in the FAQ, 40K, that's probably where it is. Because that FAQ just came out like a month ago. Here you go. All vehicle models with the Imperial Knight or Chaos Knight faction keyword gain the following ability. Towering Foe. This model counts as 5 models when determining control and objective marker. If this model is a Titanic model, it instead counts as 10 when determining control and objective marker. Every model from your army has either Chaos Knights or Imperial Knight faction keyword, excluding Agents of Imperium or unaligned units. Then all Armiger class and War Dog models gain the objective secured ability. That is awesome. Yeah, that takes care of all my list, because, you know, 8 War Dogs and a big knight should be enough to cover all the bases there. It's so like weapon loadouts are going to be where that changes everything up. Like from your lightning locks against infantry, and even me being a horrible roller have a chance to do stuff with that. Because even occasionally I get 6s. I know it's crazy. Thermal cannons. I think it's the Helverns that have the thermal cannons, and the glaives for popping off like marine stuff. Okay. Naftali said it's 40K balance sheet is what it's called. Thank you very much, sir. You are definitely our rules guy. I wanna play your orcs with them. I'll set up a game for that. You guys, if you see my past works, Nefertali, I painted his Gazkill. Or no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That is not me. That is a student of mine who painted his Gazkill, and it is an amazing model. And Nefertali's orcs are also very amazing. Does some fantastic work with contrast and brings that all up. Spends a lot of time with his model. What is that? Oh, that was Mr. Briggs. Forgot. I am sorry about that. I do not take credit for my work. Not my work. It was a student of mine who does amazing work on his own. Okay, Streamlabs needs fixed apparently. And apparently I'm getting spam, so I've got to go in and fix that also, because I do not buy followers. That's not what I'm here for. Like a few of my fellow streamers, I'm doing this because, well, I just like to paint. I have a real working job, and this is just me having fun, relaxing, helping other people, spending some time out there in the world. I miss the here. Let's get back into more nostalgia. I miss the days of just hanging out and painting around a table with a bunch of friends. Right? I mean, I do it every Sunday. Get a few people to come out and sit and paint. And what's that? Hmm. It is. It's definitely different now. Now I'm more the hey, how do you do this guy? They come to me and want to try new things. The biggest being learning the airbrush. A lot of painters now learning that the airbrush is definitely a better way to get things done quicker and cleaner. So I like to give everybody the basics. I myself are still learning a lot about painting. I love going to conventions now and sitting with painters and hanging out and taking their classes to either brush up on old skills, and you always come away with something new. That's right, Zuki. Every time. I think he should have his own stream. That's fair. The Zuki Show. Ah, it is almost that time, isn't it? Ah, oh no. Ah, oh, go figure. How does that work out? I hope so too. It is better that she's not home because I'd end up hearing in the background nothing but Jaws music. So she likes that stuff, tormenting me. Comes with the friendship, I guess. Eh. Yeah, that's you know me. I like to jump around a lot when it comes to working on different things. From like, you know, this next 2 weeks is going to be these baby nights to, um, uh, Marvel Protocol, the Marvel Chibis, uh, AOS. I do have to get back on my gold train though. Just want to get them done right away too. Gonna move into some thrash metal. Or I just one of those things where if you're playing a game on the table, I think ultimately if both players have their stuff painted on a table, you have more enjoyment in the game, more visual, makes a game a lot more fun to play. There's more story behind it when you have painted models. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like I have a friend of mine when he first started playing 40K. It was back in I want to say 4th edition, Black Templars versus Dark Eldar. I want to say 4th edition. We we had a rivalry when we were playing where we had a game. We were both fully painted, and it was like our first fully painted armies. And we had this one combat where I had one surviving Space Marine, and he had launched an entire boat of Dark Eldar into hand-to-hand combat at me. The dice rolls had favored me that day by, well, pretty much why I don't roll well anymore, probably. I did. I burned it all out in this one event, and I killed. Well, I killed enough that he had to make a bravery roll. I don't know what it was called back in the day. So he failed it, and then he rolled horribly to run away, and I overran all the models that were left with one Space Marine, and he killed them all. Because that was the rule back in the day, is that if you caught up to them, then you wiped them out. Yeah. So to this day, we still talk about it every time we talk to each other. And I had taken the model home that night, took him off the base, and basically gave him a dramatic base, so it looked like he was just like scattered in gore and Dark Elf parts or Dark Eldar parts, and brought it in the next game we played, and he was just like, I can't believe you did that. We're playing again. I want a rematch. Gave him the rematch. He lost the game, but he killed that character, that sergeant. And then the next week he came in, the boat, he had basically got a Space Marine and modeled him as on the trophy rack. You know, and it's still one of the most memorable games that I've had in wargaming. I love that stuff. That's the stuff that's just like, you know, the reason we play the game, right? We're there to have fun. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Here. Love that he's animated today. And being a very, very good bird. Mm-hmm. I have a limiter set, just in case. A limiter? Yep, just in case. Just in case. Very, very unpredictable. Yeah. And eating my face. Mm-hmm. Here. Yeah. Does. For the same reason the sharks won't. Yes. The new phrase is that I taste like Wagyu beef to sharks. Just so everybody knows what we're talking about. Yeah, so you might not have been here when I was talking about it. Somebody was asking me, have I ever done a model on sprue? I've done a couple different ones. There's some techniques that you can use to just clean the model up when you're done. But going through and painting them on the sprue, obviously clean up any of the stuff that you can clean up. I've gone as far as like cutting everything off but like one piece and then painting it. Some people will actually use to do like sub-assemblies. They'll use the sprue piece to keep it on at like one point and paint it on there. I wanted to show people that it's possible to paint the entire model on the sprue and then very carefully clip it out and clean up all your clipping marks and assemble it and still get the same effect, and then have a little bit of a contest to see if people can figure out which one was painted on the sprue and which one wasn't. Those who are just joining have been working here starting off this week, working on 8 baby nights is our goal in the next 2 weeks. So I'll be doing most of the week. I'll be doing streaming. Obviously, the holiday season and things like that. But I'll be doing 2 to 3 hours a day this week, and then maybe a Friday stream. Typically don't do Fridays, but I already did this model. No, this one's different. Okay. Wasn't done this. That's why. There he is. There he is. Early warning bird. Oh, that's all right. You'll probably hear my my dogs here if someone comes home. The mail's already been here, so we're safe on that point. Like I said, you really can't hear him too much until he does that. Here. We're going to be burning through the bodies this week, and then the basing. The basing for these are going to be pretty simple. We're doing like the Martian style bases. I'm going to be doing some cork pieces. Maybe one of the inspirations I've had is using spare parts for Imperial Knights that I have. I'll be doing a lot of the arm magnetization so we can change out the loadouts. This is the one thing I like that whether GW is doing it intentionally or it just came out that way, is that a lot of the models spots are like, here's a perfect joint to cut at to put a magnet in for this. Anyway. Okay, I'm getting rickrolled. Thank you, Brandon Soares. That was good. Thank you. I have never been rickrolled on live stream. I feel like I need to be, I need to have a rickroll redeem is what I need to put in next. That's the other thing. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on the stream so that there are the points, the redemption stuff. That stuff is fun to do, right? So I want to have those things available for everybody to play with, and I will be constantly changing it up. Learning a little bit about video editing, putting clips in and things like that are my goals for this holiday season too. A lot of little research when I can't be painting. I do a lot of my build work off stream late at night when I'm watching you guys. Sounds creepy now. That's great. I'm talking about watching streamers on Twitch. That's going to be a redemption. I'm going to have a thing where you sing. Somebody redeems points and you have to sing. I don't sing. I just do little ditties. Three people? Yeah, it's been on and off. I'm liking the early schedule better than the late schedule. If I didn't work at night, I probably would be a late night streamer. Some of my favorite streamers are late night too, so I like the change up. 8-bit, Skelly, Mohawk Miniatures. Some of the overseas, like I see a lot of the guys from England and Australia. So I like to chit chat with them. Hobby Time at Healy's, one of the guys those guys I listen to and hang out with on Sundays. And they have a normal stream throughout the week. That I love the little variety shows it adds in. seeing other people's work. Again, some of these guys are really great at teaching. I think my Tribble just came in the door. Probably gonna get yelled at in a minute. Right here, wagging her tail. What do you want? What do you want? What? Huh? He wants attention. Where'd you go? Of course, both girls are over here now. So, Maya. Okay. I have a Libby's on screen. Is that better? Thank you. Now everybody wants attention. I definitely got to get a doggo cam. All right. Next. God picking up. Sitting in my lap is near impossible. Alright, back into the motto. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. More on the spooky. Oh. Back into the built one. So, what I'm probably going to do, because I'm getting to this point, is going to set up the airbrush, get some inks out, and we'll do some, like the smokestack, the exhaust plumes, which I need my brown ink, blue ink, and more. Oh, I have all my Scale 75 inks right there. Okay. I was going to have to get up and get something, but I don't. They're all right here. Yeah, I might have the viewers today to reach affiliate. That would be a great Christmas present for me that I'm going for, so that I can get other things and unlock all some features. You'll see. Yep. Just takes time, that's all. Patience. Patience. Hmm? I have to line them up. I keep grabbing the same one that I just finished. Right? Ah, much of it. Get that vitamin D. Nikki Dessa. uh, Jeez. We're we're on the same page. We did Finney's birthday. We got them these little chews, and of course the Maya is this is just like a snack, right? I'm just gonna power through this. Libby's the only one that's like ate it the way it should have been eaten. She just gnawed on it for a while. And Finley, he doesn't like to eat until everybody else is done. It's just his little quirk. So he's walking around with it whimpering in his mouth, just like, would you please hurry up? I want to eat this. And we got them like doggo cookies that we were supposed to give them last night. We're going to give them tonight. Then I got him a ugly sweater for his birthday. Like a Star Wars themed. Like a Mandalorian type thing. Pistons done. Let's get hoses, and then we got one more. Gathering up the big spot. This giant hair hanging off the brush. Oh. Sorry, I get quiet. Start getting focused. Yeah, I dig in and just start going to work. Ah, yeah, one of the things I need to configure is the audio on here for when I go in with the airbrush. I don't. That's a noise that you really don't want anybody to have in their ear. So I mute for now. I just mute the mic. My compressor is low enough, and that's not a problem. But the airbrush noise with the microphone that I have, I've turned a limiter on, and you still pick it up even with limiter and noise suppression. Yeah. I'm sure that if I get into it and spend some time there, I can figure out a setting that I can like click of a button and keep talking or whatever. But it's just like, when you're if I was doing it as I was talking, you would still hear it. So it's just right now it's just a lot easier to just mute the microphone while I'm doing it. And remember to pay attention to the chat. My buddy Chris likes to remind me, hey, I'm right here. Hey, answer me. Happy little reminders of everything. the other thing is starting this commission was the challenge, the different challenges that are going to take place, like from painting on a sprue to painting a couple that are already pre-built and using masking and blocking to do the models. So throughout the process, everybody will get to see the different style of painting the same type of model with different techniques. And just literally gave me the idea that this will be the series of videos that I'll use to learn how to video edit for my YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. All right. This is the last one, and then we go to the airbrush. We're gonna do the exhaust, doing the exhaust plume. Some of the venting I like to do, like carbon buildup. I like using inks for that. It does a really good job. Gives a little bit of a shiny effect on it. One minute here with the ink. Red. Oh. Yeah, like right now I'm just working on 4 of them, so tonight the last 2 will have the bodies built, and off camera I will get them caught up to these guys, so that by the end of the week we'll be working on all 8 same time, and the different styles of the different carapaces. You know, reading the lore and everything, these guys basically customize each of their knights to their own houses and their own affiliations. literally taking the word, the knight as being literal. So like there will be set up under a household, but will be a knight for that household. Their not affiliation, but allegiance. Yes, whatever allegiance the household falls under is the rule set that you end up using. But I like being able to have an individualistic look to each one of the knights. Yeah. But I mean, if you're going to be playing with, roughly 8 to 10 models total in your army, you want them all to stand out individually, and having each one of them being a work in itself together just feels like you put that time in, you put that effort into the same, like, so you get somebody who's playing an Imperial Guard army and they put in all this work. They have 90 models in their list, and it's just a sea of guardsmen. And I want to be able to go, okay, well, I did these 10 models, and the beautiful work that you did, I put into this, and we're on the same playing field. I don't want people to feel like, well, you cheapened out by only doing 10 models. That's not true. I spent a lot of time in these. So the effort that you put into your 90 models, I'm putting into 10, and getting the same results. And it comes out to be about the same time, because say like my Death Krieg, I have in my Death Krieg army currently, just in foot troops, I think I have 50 that are already painted. But then I've got the time and effort where I'm going to spend most of my time is going to be in the 24 horsemen. Because when I put them on the field, it's one of those, okay, he took a lot of time to make those guys on the field. Regardless whether they stay on the field within a turn or two, when they hit the field, everybody's going to realize that's where the effort went into the army. Where the 50 guys all look the same and have the same level of detail, what you want people to focus on is the piece that you love the most in the army. And with the knights, I don't want people to be able to focus on one. I want them to look all around it. Right. Well, it's like, it's, I guess one of the best compliments I think you can give somebody is when you ask them, "What's your favorite piece?" and they don't know, because everything is just stunning to look at. Like, there have been people that have just, like, a particular sergeant was the funnest piece, and they had the most fun with it, whether it's a conversion piece or sculpting piece or just an alternate model, and that ends up being their favorite piece in the army, or it's a giant demon or a knight, or a vehicle, a tank. And they learned a new technique using it, and it just it's just like that moment in that army. It's just like, oh well, I did this Space Marine army, but dude, check out this Primaris chaplain that I did for the army, and that's going to be the piece that's going to stand out in everybody's mind. My goal is to be able to do that with, when you're doing small armies, is that everybody comes away with a different perspective on them. Like, one of the armies that are really good for that type of stuff is Nurgle, right? You can go into look at a Nurgle piece, and people have all painted it differently. But there's always something to find in that model to pick out. Or not model, but models in an army. Like, I've seen one army where a guy sculpted little lollipops on all of his Nurglings, and he didn't know it. And it's just like, it never got pointed out until somebody actually looked at the Nurglings and go, wait a minute, they all have lollipops. What the? That's crazy. Right? And it's just like, that's like the thing you remember about that army. And it's not like, oh, it's not this great unclean one that's sitting here. It's a bunch of Nurglings that are just running around with lollipops. Win or lose, that makes me feel what's great. Exactly. They're not, I mean, obviously everybody's there to win because they're playing a tournament, or they're just, that's their level of play. But to be able to show up with something that they're just like, hey, I'm having fun with it, and I don't need to point it out to you. I want you to be able to find it and take that home with you. That's my level. Okay, hoses, pistons. That's it. Okay, so we picked out some details to the bodies. Give me a second, and I'll have this airbrush set up here in a second, and we will. Oh, let me get the inks first. Inking. That's chestnut. I already have that. Violet. Black. The brown. Okay, we're going to start with them. The light is green. That is green. That's like another half an hour. mixing some paint here real quick. Airbrush ready. Alright, we're going to go quiet here for a few seconds. You'll be able to see everything that's going on, and we're going to do some inking. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't realize my camera went out. We're back on, so get back in. We're going to be doing some browns, some black. Some weathering if we have time. If we don't, we'll do the weathering tomorrow. All right, just real quick, right back. So I think that the sound is going out when I mute. So I gotta fix it real quick again, and I'm gonna try to airbrush without going to mute. And if it's too loud, then somebody please let me know, and I'll just not airbrush until after stream. We'll get this resolved. Sorry about that, guys. Still new at this.
Well, you're doing this to learn. And you're back.
Okay. We are actually live too. I don't have it muted anymore. It seems, and it's going out again. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream today. Thank you so much for tolerating the stuff that's happening. I will get this resolved before tomorrow and figure out what's going on. Thank you again. I will rate us over, see who's on, and get us somebody who's not having any issues. So give me 1 second. Over there. Poke around. Monument. Monument's on. We'll go to Monument. He's a great guy to hang out and learn some stuff. There. Again, thank you very much. Going to keep this going. We're going to have another stream tomorrow, making sure that whatever issues I'm going through with this camera will be resolved. I got some time to spend with it. Okay. Have fun. See you tomorrow.